Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is MARINA binti MUHADIR with matric number 127043. I'm going to present my final year project which titled Privacy Risk Event Assessment on Smartphone System. So here is the video outline that begin with background and end with conclusion. Okay, so today COVID-19 crisis has led to biggest number of employees globally bound to work remotely, so employees that working from home need to be extra careful. Implementing cybersecurity tool into employee that bring your own device while work from home can increase the security from any threats. Events are frequently studied because of their ability to trigger change and unblock processes as well as the current risk to do the routine operation or organization. Based on this statement, it is proof that event contact is important, especially for organizations that need to apply work from home system for their employee. There must be a certain event that occur that trigger an organization to work outside the office. So the proposed application will take the event context to do risk assessment for our system to allow proper and safe usage of the smartphone, which could reduce the probability of data exposure for employee and organization. When doing the analysis, we identify a few problems which first, inaccurate risk assessment where the existing risk assessment does not include certain behavior while analyzed. Second, low performance where most computational is overhead, which means that the system can be very slow. And third, lack of event contact leads to uncertainty of information taken, where most risk assessment has lack of event contact, which will not provide a correct risk score. There are three objectives of the project, which first, to propose an event-driven contextual risk module for work from home tool. Second, to implement preventer tool in web service and mobile service for employees that work from home. And third, to integrate the smartphone usage risk and preventer as a decision-making module. Figure shows the modules of the project. So basically, we have 5 different modules. The first module is event generator algorithm, where it is built based on the work of previous. The second one is the web-based application, where there are few models which are user authentication, user registration, dashboard, user profile, etc. And then the third one is event risk assessment module, where we design the process, store each event risk into database and event risk scoring. In mobile application module, we have user authentication, user registration, GPS, event risk result, and alert notification. And lastly, in the decision making module, we use Primo, generate event risk result and generate final risk result. So a new model with contextual data sensor and event detail are taken to design the system. Next, the proposed solution is to enhance the risk assessment result by adapting event contact for securing system. The system is implemented with new algorithm and had been generated to do risk assessment with event information. There are a few techniques and algorithms that we use. Firstly, we design a few graphs based on the table of analysis that we have been done. So as you can see, event risk result are taken from 4 different event category, which are opportunity risk, uncertainty risk, hazard risk, and operational risk. Each event category has their own event type, threshold, and also trade-off. So as you can see, for example, hazard risk has 2 type of event, and each event has their own trade-off, and each trade-off has their own threshold. So the second one, we generate model. So basically, we generate the model from the graph, and lastly, we generate new algorithm where it is based on the model. Okay, so for demo part, we have 3 scenarios. Which first, we manage the system where the admin, the super admin of the system, control the system. And then the second one, we assume the first company set a high event where we, for example, the one company blue.co, and then he set up a event, and then this is the scenario taken. So later I will explain one by one. And then the third scenario is assume the second company set a low event. So we will compare the second scenario and third scenario to see the event result. Now I'm going to demo on the first scenario. So basically I need to click on the admin button first, and then I need to input the email and the password for login. Next, the dashboard page will be displayed. So as you can see from the left side, there are a few tabs, and then for the right side, the admin can view the total company that had been registered, the total user, and also the number of active user. The admin also can see the user risk overview graph in the dashboard part. Next, for the profile page, admin can see their profile, and then they can update. So for example, admin want to update his username, he can just click on the username form and then change, and then click the update button, so you can see the update already display. Next, for the table list page, admin can view all the admin company lists for each company, and then the employee list for each company. Next, on the agent setup page, this is the main function for the admin system, where the admin can set up the event. Like for example, if they want to update new something, like admin choose the ensure ongoing event, and then each the event type have their own trade-off and threshold. So for this event type, there is 3 trade-off with a different threshold. So for example, they want to update the continued success, they can click the button update. Next, for the second scenario, we assume that first company set the event high, so we need to log in as the organization first. Click the organization button, and then for the login part, we need to input the email and then the password for the admin company, and then the welcome page will be displayed. So next, so here is the dashboard page for the company admin, where on the left hand side there are a few tabs, and then the right hand side we can see that the total admin is 1, and then total employee that had been registered into the system is 3, and number of active user is 4. So the below one is the graph of event risk result. As you can see, the graph is empty because the 3 employee did not use the system yet, because the admin need to set up the event type first. So next, for this profile page, admin can view the admin profile, and then the admin also can update if he wants to. And then for the tables list page, admin can view the admin list and also the employee list of the company. For the event page, admin need to set the event type, event turn off, start date, and end date. So we assume that currently the blue.co company need to use the system because he needs to work from home. the company need to work from home because of the pandemic, and the trade-off is spread more rapidly, and the start date is 24 June, and the end date is 8 July, which is 2 weeks. So as you can see, the system already received the event information that admin already set up. So the system will hold the data to do the event risk assessment. Next, here we can see the device of the employee. So we already installed two applications, which is Primo and our system. We are using the Primo to get the mobile usage data. So right now I'm going to run the Primo first. As you can see here, there are lists of application inside the device. So each application has their own risk level value. So in this application, you can see there are risk level result, and also each application have their own low, medium, or high. So for example, this application has risk level 0.2, which is low. So for your information, risk level that are below 0.5 is low, and higher than 0.5 is medium or high risk. So right now this application is low, which is safe to be used in the device. So at the top, we're back at the top, and you can see that the highest for all application is 0.4, which is also low. So all application inside the device is safe to be used. Next, I'm going to run the prevent application. So as you can see, this is the register page, and then I'm going to log in as the employee of blue.co. Need to input the email first, and then the password, and then click the login button, and login is success. So the GPS page will be displayed. So as we already installed the application past few days, so we already give the permission, and you can see the location. And then when you click the event risk button, you can see the event risk result that we already calculate based on this admin setup. So as you can see here, event risk result is medium, different from the Primo application. So this is calculated based on the event type and the event trade-off that already been set up by the admin on the web system. So the employee are advised to do the to handle the application with extra careful, because the event risk result is medium. Next, we will back to the web system. Okay, so the admin of the blue.co can view the graph of event risk result, as the event risk result already been calculated in the application, the mobile application. So we need to refresh this page. So as you can see, the graph already of the employee already have the value. So the value is medium. So the admin of the blue.co can do something. Either he can always check on the employee, and for the third scenario, we assume that the second company set low risk event. So as same as before, the admin of the company need to log in first, key in the email and then the password, and then the welcome page will be displayed. So this is dashboard, same as before, but the graph also empty, as the 3 employee of the company are not using the mobile application yet. So the admin need to set up the event first. So we assume that right now they need to work from home because of also pandemic, but the event trade-off is a low severity of human life. And the start date, we put the 24th June also, and for 2 weeks. So submit it. So the system already save the data of event setup. So next we go to the mobile application, where the mega train employee also already installed 2 applications, which is Primo and also Preventer. So we can check the Primo application first. So when we run the Primo application, as you can see, all the application risk level are same as before because we are using the same emulator. So all the application has low risk level, which is safe to be used for in this device. So next we're going to run the Prevent application. So we're going to log in as the Megatrain employee. Key in the email first, and then input the password. And then click the login button. Okay, when login is successful, we can get the location, so the address will be displayed. And then next, for this event risk, we can click on the event risk button and see the event risk result is low. So based on the event setup that have been set up by the admin, the event risk result is low, which is safe for this employee to use the device wherever at his location. So this is because of different trade-off. Next, we go back to the web system to see the graph of event risk overview. So as the graph is empty, so we need to refresh, same as before. Okay, so for this employee, the value of the graph is 0.3, which is a low. So it is different for the second scenario. So this shows that the event contact is important because the risk value result will be more accurate. So as you can see before, if we only use the Primo application, the result is same, but when we use our application where we add on the event context, the risk result is different. So it is accurate, and the admin can always check on their employee. So for conclusion, this system is meant to enhance the existing system to make it more secure, reliable, and useful to help both parties, employee and organization, to secure their private information. For the future work, we will do deep research on event context so that the event data will be more accurate and more convenient for users to set up the event information. And then the web application and mobile application of this system should implement a framework so that it will improve the system efficiency and the system interface. That's all from me. Thank you.